Hi, so you want to play a sorcerer that can heal without like doing really weird stuff like devil's blood or stuff like that? I have a solution. You might like it. You might be like it's a little left field. Get it together, man. Why are you doing bloodlines? Intro time.
Dun 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 dun. B-sides.
Hello and welcome to Pathfinder B-Sides. I'm your host, Professor Phoenix. Today we're going to be going over the Unicorn Sorcerer Bloodline. This is a super fun bloodline, especially if you like healing. You get the ability to, cure light wounds and moderate wounds and other cool stuff where you can heal people without having to, bow down to a deity or, make potions or give your soul to a underworld demon guy. Hey, so flavor text? Deep forests are a haven for unicorns. Deeply empathetic and fiercely protective, unicorns on occasion form close bonds with humans, often young and noble-hearted women. When the two have a particularly strong bond, the unicorn's magic can become a part of the bonded human, and sometimes is even passed on to her children. These children, blessed by their parents' connection to that force of true good, grow up to become sorcerers of the unicorn bloodline. Now, I'm not going to take it too far, but I mean, if the young maiden is a virtuous nature, honestly, it doesn't matter how it happens, but the unicorn has passed along his magic somewhere into your past of the bloodline. It could honestly just be that, maybe the maiden was offered a ride on the unicorn and they formed a strong bond in that way. And, 20 generations have passed and now you, an orc, are ready to start healing folks left and right and you feel a little better, possibly. Flavor. So, with this bloodline, you get the class skill Heal. You get the bonus spells Cure Light Wounds at 3rd level, Cure Moderate Wounds at 5th level, Cure Serious Wounds at 7th level. You get Atonement at 11th, so that paladin that's in your party that needs redemption, that's a good way to do it. You've also got the Heal spell, which is pretty dope. You get that at 13th. You get Greater Restoration at 15th. Mass Cure Critical Wounds, 17th level. And you get Mass Heal at 19th level. So, remember how I was telling you that as normally you would have to be like a cleric to spontaneously convert these spells or be an oracle, but it would take up one of your spells known? This is it's a pretty good alternate option if you always wanted to be able to cure stuff, not be a white mage arcanist, and you don't want to deal with the divine spell list because guess what? It's not that good. Come at me, bro. So it's pretty decent. It's good. It gives you all the light spells you could possibly need. And let's hop into the bonus feats. You get Alertness, Animal Affinity, Brew Potion, Fleet, Great Fortitude, Improved Counterspell, Self-Sufficient, and Skill Focus Heal. Those are nice. I honestly, I like that you have access to Fleet to give you extra movement speed. You've got Animal Affinity because, since you have Unicorn in your blood, obviously any other animal should be able to trust you at some point. You can get Brew Potion in order to basically create your own potions of Cure Light Wounds, Cure Moderate. That's cool. Improved Counterspell, so that way you can actually counter the spells of people, and it would be on the same level or higher than the spell that's going. All you have to do is just ready the action to counter it. And then you also have access to Self-Sufficient, which in my eyes, if you're wanting to balance out your heal checks and survival checks, Self-Sufficient gives you a +2 to both, and when you have 10 or more ranks, you get +4 for that skill. So it'd be worth it. I mean, you already have heal as a class spell, and, it is part of your whole shtick. at this point that you're going to be healing others. So maybe why not invest in something you're already going to be doing? Just my opinion, But who am I? Just a guy that's trying to help you out, huh? So next up, we've got the Bloodline Arcana. Every time you cast a spell, you can restore a number of hit points equal to double the level of the spell you cast to one target of your choice that you can see. A creature at its maximum hit points cannot be affected by this ability. Healing a dying creature with this ability does not automatically stabilize the creature unless its hit points are brought to 0 or above. Let's think about this. So you're already getting these cure spells, so you don't have to worry about that, but who says you can't be a force of destruction that just so happens to heal your teammates? Or let's say you're the GM and you're making an NPC that is a sorcerer, and you're like, I'm tired of doing just like the magic bloodline or like some basic stuff. You're like, I'm gonna make a unicorn, and every time I cast fireball, I'm gonna give one of my teammates 6 HP. It's just as long as someone that could see it. Yeah, I'm going to throw a fireball your way, and you're going to get healed 6 HP. I'm going to cast Disintegrate on that dude and do finger guns at him. And then over there, my guy that I like, I'm going to do finger guns over there and hope I don't get the two mixed up. Same time, I'm going to, poo-poo. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Like, you're going to be casting spells anyways. Why not take advantage of it and heal your people? You can't, automatically stabilize the guy unless it's brought to 0 or above. But it's still pretty good. Yeah? And I want to say this also works with your Cure Light Wounds or Cure Moderate Wounds or whatever, because that's also a spell. So basically, you would be doing an additional +2, +4, +6 on top of whatever else you're doing. We're not even at your abilities you get. This is straight up just Bloodline Arcana. So next up, we've got Bloodline Powers. Your connection to the unicorn's blessings shapes you as you grow, empowering you with the forces of good and restoration. You don't, get those domains or anything off the rip, but it's nice to know, yeah? So at first level, you're going to be getting Safekeeping, which is a supernatural ability. At first level, you can touch a creature as a standard action, granting it a +2 insight bonus to AC for 1 round. You can use this ability a number of times per day equal to 3 plus your charisma modifier. So, assuming that your sorcerer is worth its grain and salt, your charisma is going to be bare minimum of 16 starting off. So that would be at least 6 times a day, plus anything extra you have. But hey, that's a +2 insight bonus to AC for 1 round. Mind you, if you have any other sources of insight bonuses to your AC, whichever is higher is going to take priority. Anything else, not so much. So starting at first level, you may be using it on yourself anytime you have a baddie around you. But that's, your standard action that you could be casting a spell. So maybe go full defense and get, +4 to AC versus using a standard action. It's full round, but you have a +4 to AC. I'm just spitballing. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just maybe give yourself more move speed over that. But again, it's perfectly fine. Stuff is what stuff does. So hey, Pure of Mind. This is your 3rd level ability. Yeah. It's a supernatural ability. At 3rd level, you gain a +2 bonus on saving throws against charm effects and a +4 bonus on saving throws against spells with the evil descriptor. At 9th level, your bonus on saving throws against charm effects increases to +4, and your bonus on saving throws against spells with the evil descriptor increases to +6. So, there's not a lot of spells that have the evil descriptor, but any of them that do are gonna suck. Same thing for charm. If you get dominated, you're gonna be healing the other team. That's just a no-no. So that charm, super important, as is obviously your will saves. So maybe keep that wisdom up just a little bit. Next up, we've got Righteous Fury, which is another supernatural ability. At 9th level, once per day, you can create a spear of pure light and throw it at a creature within 60 feet as a standard action. This is a ranged touch attack that uses your charisma modifier in place of your dexterity modifier to determine the attack bonus. The spear deals 1d6 points of damage per sorcerer level and ignores all DR and hardness. Yeah? This damage increases to 1d8 points of damage per sorcerer level against an evil creature. At 13th level, you can use this ability twice per day. At 17th level, you can use this ability 3 times per day. So, this is just an extra option whenever a spell won't do, or you're going up against something that has, DR, and you don't really want to use that sweet disintegration, which, at this point, you don't even have it, because you only have access to 4th level spells at 9th level, so, it's not an only issue, but from the flavor, you're like, by Righteous Fury, and you've got like a spear of pure joy and good, and you just like chuck it at this thing, and it goes straight through its heart, and suddenly everyone on the team is like, when did you become such a badass? And you're like, I've always been a badass, bro. When did you start noticing? Yeah. And, whatever. You can have that moment of, yeah, I totally murdered this thing with a spear of love. Anyways, at 15th level, you get Friend to Nature as a supernatural ability. At 15th level, creatures with the animal or magical beast type and are a non-evil alignment instinctually trust you. This is where that handle animal might come in handy. Such creatures automatically have a starting attitude of indifferent or better towards you unless you or a creature allied with you has attacked or otherwise threatened violence against such a creature. So you could be walking through the woods and I don't know, maybe a displacer beast comes by and you're like, hey bruh, and it's like, hey bruh, and you guys can get along until that ranger that's next to you really wants to murder it because magical beast, that's kind of their shtick. Then once he starts the action, you guys are going to be in combat. So, maybe tell him beforehand, hey, man, if we see any magical beast, I can actually, get along with them now. And let me try to talk to these creatures first before you just go in there all, shooting arrows and stuff into it. Yeah? Sound good? In the meantime, you could also probably walk to, a horse ranch and ask a horse to take you someplace or be magical in your abilities. That's the main goal, but at this point, just from flavor alone, you should probably be having a unicorn horn start coming out of your head or something. You're level 15. You're already pretty weird. So at 20th level, you get Blessing as a supernatural ability. Wow, this guy's nothing but supernatural, huh? Yeah. At 20th level, you gain immunity to poison, to charm effects, and to spells and weapons with the evil descriptor. Oh snap! You are immune to evil spells. Right on. You can also cast Magic Circle against evil at will with a caster level equal to your sorcerer level. So at this point, it seems like you would be the the magical protector of all, and all that good stuff. You can literally give people AC bonuses. You're no longer able to be charmed, so you don't got to worry about the Fae messing with you. You're immune to poison, so you don't got to worry about assassins. You should always be worrying about assassins, but not right now. You're immune to weapons with the evil descriptor, so technically if a weapon is wielded by an evil person, does that make the weapon evil? I'm pretty sure it does. Someone do that research and tell me in the comments. Either way, this seems like a pretty decent bloodline to try out. It's new. It actually just came out in 2019 from the Heroes of Golarion book, which I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm pretty stoked. I just bought this book with Patreon monies. It's very exciting. I'm buying books now instead of things that let me do what I want to do when I'm recording. So hey, that's why I'm doing some bloodlines, because they look cool. Anyways, so that was the video on this unicorn. I think it would go really well paired with the Phoenix Bloodline. I already did that one, so maybe go check that if you're not 100% sure about what's going on. You can always be a cross-blooded sorcerer. We'll go over that archetype in another video down the line somewhere. I'm sure at some point that's going to be a thing that I want to do. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Check us out on the Discord. Let's talk smack. Go assist if you would like on the Patreon, because every penny is very much well appreciated. It helps me out in finding more and more content to do and show off and be happy with. Also, there's a Facebook that's still going on, and I think that's everything. You guys, please let me know if I messed something up down in the comments. If you want to find out more sweet information about Pathfinder, go subscribe. You want to see when new stuff is coming out? Click that little bell. I know everyone literally says click the bell, but that really is the best way for you to see my stuff first in your feed. Otherwise, you're just going to be like, what's up with Pathfinder B-Sides, bro? Like, he hasn't come out with anything in a while? Like, it's been at least like 6 months. You are missing all of my stuff I'm coming out with. So, like, you're at home. Let's talk about this. Let's discuss. Yeah, you guys take it easy. Keep gaming.